Hey, this is Timmara signing on with some more of The Council. Okay, last time we finished up Chapter 2, where we found ourselves in this little underground room. I kind of bumped two parts together, but we did some searching, found the place with the stone sword, found this underground, like this passage to the underground, where we ran into Mom, who just seems completely insane right now. So yeah, that's where we left off Chapter 2. So let's start off with Chapter 3. Let's go! Previously on The Council, stuff went down.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
Okay. So that's kind of where we stand now. Crap, what was I doing yesterday with skill points? I had a plan. Oh, 2 points to questioning. 2 manuscripts to questioning to give that to level 2. And then I suppose if I plan ahead, would be a good one to put a point to. Suppose erudition, just do that. Okay, so yeah, that's where we're at right now. So let's begin the next the next quest, the next section, the next chapter. So yeah, we found this body here of one of the servants. Crypt entrance. At least we got a couple of effort points, but I am again low on items. Low on royal jelly, that's the important thing. Episode 3, Ripples.
Don't move.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around.
Let's get rid of that.
Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Who are you?
What? But, Mother!
Who are you?
It's me, Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother,
come on,
I
Mom,
don't know
give
what
me
you've
some
been through.
credit.
Lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
Oh god. She's immune to occultism, makes sense. I'm here to save her. Let's do psychology.
Let's go, Mother. Let's go home.
In all my heart, there's nothing I want more. But I know you won't let me leave. You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
I don't wish you
definitely
any harm.
Lost it.
Really, Mother?
Does she think
It's
we're
me,
Mortimer or something?
Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it?
How could
Always keep your mind logical.
It doesn't cost me anything to
open.
use manipulation.
You knew it. You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son.
A
You
bird.
can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
Borchert.
I just told you, you can't trick me. His name was von Borchert.
my God, everything is lost then.
Succeeded step.
I refuse to believe it's really you, Louis.
Why?
Otherwise, all this would be for nothing.
Mother, I don't know what happened to you, but don't worry. Everything's going to be fine.
We're doing good, we're doing good.
No! I ordered you not to come with me.
I didn't
received
come
a
with you,
letter
I came
and
separately.
Lord Mortimer informed me of your disappearance, so I took the...
No! 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 It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Quite a bit.
Shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late. Very well. Logical and open, Louis. Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Depends
a
on what
lot
you
of
mean by
stuff. Most of it
strange.
involved you.
Do you want to tell me about your relationship with Elizabeth Adams?
Louis, I don't know what you found out, but just know that I did everything I could to help her.
You're the one who shot her. I don't know. I don't think we can let her get away with this. She still shot somebody.
The tattoos.
You weren't there, and
Oh,
you
is she talking about
don't
Elizabeth?
know what
No,
that
my bad. I
child
thought I was thinking
suffered
of Emma.
every day. Now shut up and listen to me. We
Conversation
might still
success.
have a chance. Something of utmost importance is going to play out
Hold on, Guardian. I'd like to know what I get. Occultism. Huh.
right here.
What are you talking about?
A conference, Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin.
Well, yeah.
Indeed. It shouldn't be long and...
Let me finish. We haven't time. You
come on,
will
Mom.
attend this conference, and you must find out what Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis. Understood?
But what's it about?
No matter. I'd wager it's about a vast acquisition of some territory in North America. This, however, is not the issue.
But don't you think that...
Louis, I made a mistake by coming here. We are in the lion's den.
What do you mean?
Mortimer, Holm, their guests. Watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? On an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now. They create and break states.
I feel like they made that pretty
provoke
clear.
wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders. Open your eyes! Nothing is impossible for them. They are capable of reaching everyone, wherever they may be. Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all, and it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference, and from the inside, you'll do everything you can to prevent Mortimer's plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later.
Boy.
I'll explain everything.
But why?
Do as I say,
Explain it
Louis.
now.
It's of the utmost importance. Beware of Mortimer. He won't let anything stand in his way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother, I'm going.
Ugh. Give us a break.
One more thing, Mother. Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
There's the bell, finally.
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
Oh, I wanted to see if there was stuff down there. Okay. Get to the conference. Okay, so Mom lost it. Well, yeah. Secret society, shape the world, yada, yada, yada. But what's his plan exactly? Thought those doors would open. Okay, so she pointed that out to us, even though it seemed pretty obvious, and even though they kind of directly said that to Louis. Louis. Okay, so we're moving here. We're gonna go to the conference room. And maybe, probably keep Mom's presence a secret, depending on who asks. Nope, come on.
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference.
Please
going. Join the guests.
Well, oh wait, we can go the other way. Alright, fine. There are 2 ways into the room. Come on, people. Okay, wait, it's right there. Okay, so not as far as I thought. Litigation detail in the town's permanent bonuses, blah 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 blah. Alright, what do we got? Got very little royal jelly, but a bunch of Carmelite water. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to use a lot of skills this time around.
I have suspected it.
Peru is still silent. He seems bothered by something, and watch Peru be like the first time we really interact with him is when he's beating a woman, and watch him become a fairly sympathetic character in some regard.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him. I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Huh. Okay, thanks, Peru. Collect your coin. Meet Lord Mortimer. Just gonna go around and stuff. Ooh, amber fragment, great. Look around, maybe find any stray items before we...
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Your plan is a good one.
No one else is using it. No one else uses any of this stuff. Royal jelly, good, good, good.
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
Yes, because
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
She said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it isn't sound, you know.
Just easier to do that. And that was another amber fragment.
Wrong, I assure you.
And a bunch of royal jelly. Good.
I have already told her so.
Okay, let's effectively loop back around.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning.
Well, I'm here so we can get started.
What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling
the
all
one I
right,
got.
Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
No, Peru said I shouldn't answer to him. I suppose might as well just get over to Mortimer. Oh. Mortimer's over here.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Sounds suspicious.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Let's
Louis,
get on with it.
Let me keep you a moment.
I know you saw your mother.
I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea.
I don't know, maybe it is. I don't remember my history too well.
Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
It sounds good in theory.
Why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything. His project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
It sounds good to, democracy is the best of bad governments,
My friends,
and
I propose
two
we
of
get
them
started.
uniting is a good sign, but it's a small part of what he wants to do. Does he just want to convert the whole world to one country?
First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur. I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about the King of Divine Blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Put Godoy in his place. Thank them for their welcome. I kind of want to.
I'm sorry about the fate of the King of France, Duke Manuel. However, I'm surprised at your remark. How can a man like me have changed the course of things where a man like you, powerful, capable of influencing international politics, was unable to do any better?
Perhaps
there's some tasty slamming.
Lord Mortimer. Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before.
Probably says that at every meeting.
That, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the East Coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well,
tell him, Louis.
Since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
No, stand up, not savages. Come on, dude, don't be a dick.
Were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations.
Okay, he put me on my place, fair enough.
Labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
Yeah, a bunch of presidents later. You filthy swine. Challenge him. I bet, I'm guessing, hold on a second. Am I aiming myself at Washington? Yeah.
Senor Godoy, you must know that France will soon ban these barbaric practices.
I use that
Do not get on
devil's
your high
thorn.
horse, Monsieur Frenchman. The only reason why France has ceased trading in slaves is because of the commercial blockade that Great Britain has imposed against you. The instant the shipping lanes have been restored, France will again treat these people like cattle.
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis.
Oh,
We bring
Christ,
the
come on.
good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able to keep them for long. A number of countries are eyeing them as we speak. The United States would have no trouble taking them. For all intents and purposes, you have no army in place. By wanting to keep everything, you risk losing it all, especially your colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is
You just
indeed
got
the danger,
politicianed.
Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a good deal more than you now imagine.
Young man, you are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States.
Boy, that puts little faith in
I am
him.
protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Spot a tick.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Think of Mortimer's maps of the world. Let's not bring that up. France does not need to seek the Pope's opinions. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure. I don't want to make him mad. I just want to make sure. Where is Bagai? Vulnerability to questioning.
Your Eminence, have no fear
I
over
hope-
that. I am sure France will do
Face
everything in
immunity.
its
Oh,
power
crap.
to protect the Christians of Louisiana.
My young friend, how can you come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival? If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests as it is doing at this very moment in time.
Fair enough.
Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
You hiding stuff now?
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It
Come on.
looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement.
Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Holm, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
I wonder if Gregory's trying.
Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Stay with his mortar. I got more friends over there, technically. I don't know, that's a tough one. Because Emily, plus we wouldn't be succumbing to... We'd be following Peru's advice and not getting sucked into Mortimer's plans. But he is the head and we don't want to make him mad. I don't know, Holmes up to something, and I don't get along with Wolner or Godoy, or, Godoy, but we'll go with Holmes.
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the Order.
Louis? No.
Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
Oh no. I had more friends back there. George, Bonaparte. I was even getting along with Peru a little bit, but I've got more trust in Emily and taking Peru's warning. That might have been the smart move. I don't trust Holm and I don't trust Wolner. But maybe this will give me an edge with them.
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately.
Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote.
But
and he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
What are you plotting? Revere Mortimer's plan. Let's not go too
shortly
far.
Find out, so let's take the lead.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't want to just start blabbing. It's like, here's what he told me. And let's
His plan
see what
begins
they're
with
doing
Louisiana,
first.
Which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response.
No.
It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes. Enough
It's
games.
a bit extreme, but
Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
against my home country. And me?
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The
Yeah, that was
Order will
fast.
have to act in France. But even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please.
Oh dear.
Thank you for signing with me today. I won't forget it. I'm
Yeah.
going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
Do you really think that I'll be able to convince him?
I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
It doesn't
I
sound
have
easy.
Total faith in you.
Well,
He
he's
likes you,
spotty on the plan
unless
himself,
he
but
won't
he might have
see
been
you
won
coming.
over.
You must be careful, though. If he senses that you are trying to manipulate him, he'll dig in his heels. Louis, use every means at your disposal. If Washington drops Mortimer, his defeat will be complete. You should go right away. There's no time to lose. William already has a head start on us.
Very well. I'll go right away.
So back into the conference room. Okay. Try to convince George Washington. Okay, so that's the next plan.
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that's impossible.
Come now. There's nothing secret going on in there. Let me in.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot say, sir. I am to follow Lord Mortimer's instructions.
Don't let anyone back in.
I'm looking for President Washington. Would you know where he is by any chance?
Unfortunately not, sir. All I can say to sir is that the president is no longer in the conference room.
All right. I'll go looking for him myself. Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir.
Okay, so he's moved on. They probably had a quick discussion. Okay, so my guess is Georgie. Well, last time he was maybe up in his room. Hold on. Well, yeah, let's check up. Check his room, maybe. Maybe he's there by now. If not, we'll check the other rooms. Where's Washington's room? Deriche, Hillsborough, Bonaparte, Purdue. Okay. So that's what we're looking at right now. Probably should wrap up here in a bit. If Washington isn't in his room, we'll wrap up. Maybe. There we go. Come on, let's quickly talk to old Georgie. Because I'm guessing we're almost... Well, who knows? Come on, let's go. If he's even here. And he's not. I looked around his room pretty thoroughly the first time we were here. Oop. Key. I don't think that was there. Small key. Is there something I might have missed?
Portrait of George Washington.
Or is that for something else?
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to share. It is time that the United States played...
Okay, so Mortimer's planned a secret meeting with George. So there is a lot more to go off of. So he might be near Mortimer's room. Let's continue to go through his stuff. Well, I just found that small key. Stuff I can use or secrets.
President's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it.
Oh yeah, we learned about that during the murder investigation.
There's also a letter.
Did we go into that? Oh, so he's got an addiction To the laudanum. Okay, I suppose. We're gonna wrap up for right now. Next time we will continue to look for George Washington, probably finish the section, and we'll move on from there and see where we're at. So, I'm guessing go to check Mortimer's spot, or just check around some of the other rooms until we spot him. So, with that being said, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.